Facts. Did it pop up on yours?
Let me just scroll. Yahushua, Baashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaki and putting his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back on this Thursday evening. Give all praises to the Lord and also put the word out. As we should do. At the time we're going to be here, we know times are starting to turn up as far as this year. Being the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And we're seeing these things transpiring, all right? And we see through all the world news, how things are breaking down, and actually everything we're seeing is prophetic, all right? That's why we got to measure time diligently. Because we're seeing these things happening, and like we know what? We measure it and know the times by what? The scriptures, all right? And the scriptures tell us and it's a guide to us. And the Lord open our minds up to receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as it says in Isaiah 33. All right, this will be the stability of thy time. All right, and this is gonna keep you stable in these times to come. These times that we're in, because like I say, it's gonna be just like a banner. It's gonna constantly erupt more and more. All right.
I got the second Ezra for you.
Come.
We're gonna go here to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 in the G&T. That's cool. Yeah. Second Ezra chapter 9 from the top in the G&T version, and the title of this section, it says, "The Signs of the End." He says, "I answered, Sir, you have shown me how many signs, Salakia, you have shown me many signs which you will perform in the last days."
Yeah, and we're seeing these signs. Like say, you're seeing the signs in the skies and the moon, all right? All these different things that's happening, the Lord said he would show these signs to us. And also the mannerism of the people. All right, we're seeing these mannerisms of the people. That's the actual sign as well. All right, so these are the things that we're being listening to or seeing. All right, we're keeping that sound mind. All right, keeping ourselves in check and also being circumspect to see what's going on around us, and what we're basically measuring it by what the scriptures.
Watching and praying.
Mm-hmm.
You got to use your eyes in these times, man. Of course, your physical eyes, but especially more so your spiritual eyes.
Yep.
And scripture says in the book of Ecclesiastes, I believe it's in the, don't quote me, I believe it's in the 9th chapter. I'll try to find it here later. But it says a wise man's eyes are in his head, And what's that? That's talking about your mind, man. You see? So it says, sir.
I just quickly say, he says the man is his head. That made me think of what seems right to a man in Proverbs.
Proverbs 16.
Proverbs 14 and 12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. All right, and that's being because like I say, that's that natural man is going to, but being what? That carnal man. All right, but we're being spiritual men out here now. But these men here, they think everything seems right, but it's going to lead to death. Because they're what? They're trying to do their own thing. All right? They don't want to be guided by the Spirit. All right? And that's probably going into Proverbs 3. All right? Around the 5th, 6th verse. All right? Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to your own understanding. All right? Because we didn't have the Lord, we wouldn't understand these things that's going on. We wouldn't be able to measure it, all right, by the Spirit and by the Word. But now we're seeing these things.
I found it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 2 and 14. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness.
But the fool walketh in darkness. All right. And this book is the light. All right. What is Yahushua? He is the light. He is the way. All right. So it's through his blood, through his sacrifice, he have gave us what? This
illumination.
Yeah.
Then see Baruch, get into Baruch. Baruch 4 and 2.
Yep.
I'm going to finish this in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 2:14, the wise man's eyes are in his head. And the scripture says in Proverbs, it says, the ears to hear and the eyes to see, both are gifts from Yahweh B'Shema Shah. So we don't, boast in and of ourselves, oh yeah, we know what's going on, we woke. No, it's all through the mercy and grace of Yahweh B'Shema Shah. It says, but the fool walketh in darkness, as scripture says in Isaiah the 60th chapter, how the world there in gross darkness. You see? Mm-hmm. That's because they don't have the eye salve, they can't see. Now we'll say this as well. You have a lot of uproars of Jake, that's starting to kind of see through the obscurity of this wicked ass system and seeing the treachery, okay, of these damn Edomites, okay, how they're sending billions upon billions of aid, okay, to these other foreign nations, but yet Jake's own neighborhood is just completely decimated by these particular storms, okay, these migrants so-called, and a lot of Jake is really starting to wake up to that, man. They're pissed off. You see that's going to tie into prophecy, Isaiah the 19th chapter, man. Okay, how the land of Judah is going to be a terror unto this spiritual Egypt, man. Yep. Judah's about to start arousing himself like that young lion he is, man. So it says, the wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceived also that one event happeneth to them all. And what's that one event that happens to us all? Okay, death. Okay, but the main, Yahweh Shah conquered death for the elect, but we're all going to have to go through Jacob's trouble. We're all about to go through that straits, and that links up with 2 Ezra 7th chapter, how it speaks about how the righteous and the wicked is going to suffer straight things, but what? The righteous, they have hope for the wide. You see? And they're able to see that hope there through faith, okay, in Yahweh B'Shema Shah, okay, despising the shame, despising all the sufferings that we're about to go through, having our foresight upon, the everlasting kingdom that's ahead, man. Right. Dwelling upon these promises that the Lord has given unto us, man. But you got it, huh?
This is Baruch 4, verse 2. And I'll start at verse 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh B'Shema Shah, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. All right. It says, and like I say, because this is it's endure forever, so the law is gonna endure forever. All right. Now for us, we have to, like I say, we're doing a grace period and doing this mercy, and like I say through Yahweh Shai. All right. We're not under the law, but the law still stands.
Yeah, we're under grace now.
We're under grace.
But when Yahweh Shah comes, like it says in 2 Ezra 13th chapter, he's going to punish them by the law. Revelation 19 says, in righteousness doth judge and make war.
That's right.
Okay, with the inhabitants of the earth. What's that righteous standard he's going to use? The laws, statutes, and commandments of the Holy Scriptures. You see, he's not going to be governing the world by the fucking laws of Esau. No, man, he's going to use the laws from the Holy Scriptures. So these laws, they endure forever. They're true, they're righteous, they're just. You see, but as it pertains into, us Israelites, starting with the elect, hey, we're under grace. Well, really, all the Israelites are under grace right now. You see, but those that's despising this grace period, they're going to have to know, okay, the Lord's judgment after death by pain, and they're going to be judged and held to every technicality, every jot and tittle of the law when Yahweh Shah comes back to judge the world by those standards.
Yeah, because he said we're going to plead for his people. All right, that's going to Joel. And what did that pleading mean? To judge for his people. So when he returns, like you say, the ones who he's going to keep that mercy on, the elect. But the rest, like you said, they're going to be judged under the law. So they're going to, even the 2/3, like you say, from that point, you're going to, hey, they're going to have to deal with the circumstances, the consequences. A lot.
I got real quick. Psalms 89:14. Justice and judgment are the habitation of. Justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne. So the Lord battles himself off for justice and judgment, man. Right through the Israelite went into captivity. You know what I'm saying? He gave us justice by judging us, putting it in hell. Yep. Esau not going unscathed. That's what I'm saying. Well, he ain't gonna be on camera. And Esau ain't gonna be unscathed, but 2/3 are gonna be unscathed. He said his habitation, meaning his foundation, is off of justice and judgment, man. Yep. You see? You got it.
And if I can add, and that's ultimately the throne of David right there, man. The throne of David was established by justice and judgment, man. Okay, with the Lord raising up King David, okay, to judge, the 12 tribes properly, okay, according to the law. And the Lord says, David, he's a man after my own heart. Okay, he rendered judgment, okay, unto the heathen, okay, subjugated them, put their ass in slavery. That's what all you heathens about to go back into, man.
Right.
Hey, it's written in our birthright, man. Genesis 25th chapter says that elders shall serve the younger. And you don't think Esau knows this, man? Of course he does.
Yep.
That's what Psalms the 2nd chapter is going into. They're trying to free themselves from slavery against Yahweh Bashmal Shah and us Israelites, man, starting with the 144,000 governing body. So this is why Esau is climbing and toiling and scratching and screaming and still crying. He's still weeping, okay, right now. In the form, and that's why he's trying to come up another way, obtain his birthright another way. This way he wants to get it digitally.
That's right.
You see, in the form of his AI. Okay, he wants to track every Israelite and eventually do away with every Israelite. He wants to have his imprint upon all of creation, man. You see, but that's not going to happen, man. Hey, it's written in stone, all right? It's written in stone what's going to happen, man. You got it out.
I'll finish the last
Okay,
part. He said, justice and judgment are the habitation of thy throne. Mercy and truth shall go before thy face. He's showing mercy to those that he gave the wisdom and knowledge and understanding to.
Yep.
That's gonna be able to stand before his face. If you ain't got that, you through, man.
Yep.
So but his habitation, his foundation is all for judgment and justice, man.
Mercy and truth. That's still one side and another side. That mercy is going to be delivered, but that truth, you're going to be judged by the truth, which is what this word, the commandments. You know what I'm saying? The laws. But that mercy is the ones that's going to be delivered through the blood of Yahweh Shah.
Yep. Yeah, that was it.
I could finish that Baruch.
Okay.
This is Baruch 4:2. It says, "Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated." All right. So we're walking in the presence of this light, and it all starts, like I say, you always start with Yahweh Shah, the presence of that light. John 1. John 1. You know. All right, because the Lord, like I say, that light is Yahweh Shah. Now we're walking through what? Through this darkness, the valley of shadow of death. All right, through this light. All right, and one thing about Yahweh Shah is what? The spirit of prophecy. And through this light we're walking in this darkness, we're what? We're giving these prophecy on what's to come. That's why we're supposed to fear the Lord. Because when these things actually hit, we need to be in that covering, all right, or be in that light, all right, to get away from what? The wiles of the devil, all right, from these fiery darts that he's going to get set up and hit. We're seeing these things breaking down, all right. They're talking about the ports, all these things being set up. We know it's ultimately through the Lord, all right. Then you have this war ramping up more and more over in even in Ukraine. They ain't even really talking about that as much, but it's still going on, all right. You have the beef still going on with China and Taiwan, all right. You have like you say, the Israel with the small hats going against what? Hezbollah, Iran, all these things that are coming into play. All right? So we need the light, all right? Because everything is going to come into full darkness. All right, like it says in Isaiah, and people are ignorant. What is that? That gross darkness. No?
This is I'll just go back to that second Ezra for you. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1 in the GNT. He answered, "Consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time has come when power most high will bring judgment on the world he has created."
That's what. Hey, so we should be knowing that the things that the Lord is speaking about, that's the judgment, all these things that's coming, is going to come in our lifetime. All right. That's why I said we should be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise. All right. Because what? The days are evil. All right. That's in Ephesians. All right. Fifth chapter, around the 15th verse. But we got to be circumspect. All these things that are happening is not by coincidence. It's by the way of the Lord. We're seeing all what's happening upon the earth today is basically coming up to play where things have never been happening. That's why it says eventually we're gonna have to ask for or receive divine intervention on about the evil things that are about to come to end. But before we get to the end and the kingdom of heaven to be brought forth, we gonna have to have the Lord. We got to need the Lord that covering. All right, through that transition, it's gonna. You never see a smooth transition when you have a kingdom going down with another kingdom being raised. Mm. So we need the Lord to get through these things that are happening.
Yeah, if it was smooth, why the nations preparing to fight the Lord?
Right.
They know, you know what I'm saying? Like what they had mentioned earlier, you know what I'm saying, in Psalms 2, they want to free themselves from that slavery, from them chains, man. They tell you in Revelations, that angel, you know what I'm saying, with the key to the bottom of the pit in that chain, where he's coming back to actually put these niggas in this last captivity. Once y'all shall come back, he's coming back to put the nations in captivity, man.
Yep.
You see? Esau, they gonna serve they 1,000 years, man, and once Esau is done, you see, serving his double, you see, he's gonna be cast out of the earth. There ain't gonna be no more Edomites, man.
I got a quick one for you, cause you so like you got something. Cause you had made mention. You said that none of these things are happening by coincidence, and that's absolutely indeed factual, man.
Right.
Okay, cause you leave it to some of these Christians, man. They'll just oh man, the devil doing this. And no, man, everything is all ordained, okay, by the will of the Lord from the beginning. This is Sirach chapter 39 and verse 21 in the GNT. I'm sorry, verse 20. You break it down. It says, "He sees the whole of time, from beginning to end, and nothing takes him by surprise."
Nothing takes it by surprise. Why? Because one thing, because we see the times that we're seeing, like you said, all these things already ordained. It was predestined. These things that are happening now, you might well say, like you say, you want to say like in the fourth dimension is already transpired. We're just seeing the playback. Just like a director, when they have a movie, what do? They go over certain things. So it's already been done, but now we're actually having the actual movie play out. Yep. These things are actually happening now, but like I say, it's already been seen and ordained in the heavens.
Yeah, it's beautiful you equate it to like a movie, because as the Lord being the movie director, the one that wrote this script, you never see a movie director surprised by the events that happen in his own movie.
Right.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
Exactly.
He don't get surprised by the plot twist. Why? Because he wrote the plot twist.
Yep.
See, so Yahweh Shema Shai, they're not surprised by these ground invasions from Israel going to Lebanon. He's not surprised by Iran shooting these 100 and what was it, 180 or 200 ballistic missiles in Israel. No, man, he wrote it.
He's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Death don't move the Most High. Like, oh, everybody's dying.
Right.
He's not moved by
created
that.
it.
Yeah, he created it.
That's why he created America.
Those spirits return to him.
Yeah.
People on earth are moved by death.
Right.
The angels, the Most High, they're not moved by death like that.
Yep.
Esau made it like that. Why do you think America was created? To bring punishment to this fucking place, man. Take too goddamn salt, man. The Lord created this place to be destroyed. That's right. You can't destroy something to solve.
Right.
He gonna give you an
Say with
injection.
violence.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was created. You got it.
Yeah, just the brother that got their phone. Could you get Daniel 2 and 20 in the NLT real quick, just to back up the point in the NLT? Daniel 2 and 20. I believe it's 2 and 20 if I'm not mistaken.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 20 in the NLT. And he said, "Praise the name of God forever and ever, for he has all wisdom and power. He controls the course of the world events."
There it is. He controls the course of world events. You see what I'm saying? So all the world events that are going on right now, whether it be Iran shooting 200 missiles, you know what I'm saying, Israel bombing a Russian air base in Syria. All these things that are going on right now, these are world events that are going on. It's the course of events going on right now, but it's the Lord doing it.
Yeah.
Why is he doing it? Ultimately for prophecy to be fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? All these things that are going on right now, where somebody say, "Oh, do you agree with on that Tuesday? Do you agree with the events that's going on in Gaza?" This little Edomite chick walked up. "Do you agree with Gaza?" Like, no, we agree with what the Lord's doing.
Yep.
Oh, well, the Lord is, he's angry. Well, the Lord is, I don't believe that God would do something like that. That's evil. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But who did it?
Exactly.
Right.
You know?
The white man
Is
said
it
evil.
Yeah. Like, what's going on? Like, that's the Lord doing it.
That's like no different than people, like the black conscious people, they'll say, well, why would a God put his own people in slavery? But nigga, you in slavery.
It happened. Like, it happened, nigga. Like, it happened, bro. So what? You know?
Yeah. Well, that's just like you have a father put their child on punishment, then you have your neighbor come up. Why would you put your own child on punishment? Because he did something. We supposed to be. Watch out. I got to do this for him. All right, this is for him to show him what not to do.
Yep.
All right. And like I said, the Lord, He actually has showed certain prophets and men these things that is coming beforehand, and it made them sick to their stomach. And they would, what did Ezra say? Woe is me. You know what I'm saying? You know, hopefully I don't want to, Lord, can you deliver me when these days come, when these times are happening? These things that are coming, bro, it's going to be a scary, fearful thing for us, but to the Lord is, you know, it's a regular time. There's no time. He ain't finna panic. He ain't finna get all 16, all the bloodshed that's about to happen. Lord said it's gonna be blood up to the a horse's bridle.
Yep.
This is so it's nothing new to him. Look what he did in the flood. I was watching this thing where the guy said with the flood, the water was going so fast that, you know, like I said, people were just getting wiped out left and right with no problem. You think the Lord was being all squeamish because of that? No. Bro.
This is well, I'll go back to that second Ezra before this.
Yeah, I keep going. All right, just back in Daniel chapter 2 and 21 in the NLT, he controls the course of the world events. He removes kings and sets up other kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the scholars. He reveals deep and mysterious things and knows what lies hidden in the darkness, though he is surrounded by light.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, like, people don't really fully understand the magnitude and power of Yahweh Shema Shai and how he's omnipotent. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will see these events going on. Like, those of us that are in the know, we're excited.
Yeah.
You know, we get excited at prophecy. When they shot the missiles, I mean, of course, there's still more prophecy that come to pass before the actual end is here. But that's still the Lord working. You know what I'm saying? So we, you know, I remember when Iran was shooting the missiles, I went outside of my job and I started praising the Lord, I started throwing up curses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because we know prophecy is being fulfilled. But these people over here are like, oh, well, you know, who we going to vote for? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, if we vote for Donald Trump, this could actually end. It's like, nigga, no. Like, if you a Christian and you so-called believe in the Bible, these things should be making you happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
Yeah, put us a penalty for not knowing.
Yeah.
They said, I put a man for said the evil.
Yeah.
See? Hey, man, it's a price of not knowing, man, you know?
Yeah.
Baruch 4:25, my children. Now I'm going to start at verse 24. It says, like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness from the everlasting.
See, through all this turmoil and fire, you're going to see the strangeness of the elect salvation that's going to be delivered. All right? Of the Wisdom of Solomon 5. Our people going to see that. You know, the ones, scoffers, all right, the false prophets that have been trying to stray, you know, they're receiving the bad. The Lord is going to show them, like, the ones that were diligent, all right, the ones that were signing crime, you know, the men that was here that was speaking, looking for the meek, speaking to the meek, all right, the brokenhearted, as it says. That's who the Lord is going to set up to be delivered, and they're going to be shocked when they see that. And it's going to be a time even upon this earth when they're going to be looking for the men that was signing crime, speaking and prophesying, giving them 100% truth when it's going to be a famine of the word, and they're going to be looking for that. During the time of turmoil. What happened to those guys? You see, then, like I say, it's the doors of more mercy is going to be closed eventually. And the way we're seeing it, like you mentioned the time that we just started off in the sermon, it's going to get to a point where that's going to be closed out.
That's right.
The door is about to be closed, just like the ark.
That's right.
All right. So when that ark is closed, all right, what's going to happen? These people they're going to be through. The Lord is getting ready to set that judgment. All right. Like I said, it's going to be what that mercy. And then it's going to be judgment. The elect is going to receive that mercy.
That's it. Judgment and right, yeah.
Balance. That's a complete balance what the Lord going to bring. You're going to have judgment and deliverance that happen at the same time.
That's right.
And it's going to be more people that's going to be destroyed that's going to make it, man. That's why, like, man, you know, this is not the time right now to be, you know, fearful. When I say fearful, what I mean is like timid and thinking like, oh man, you know, I don't know, and you start being all indecisive in your mind, like, I don't know if this is the truth. Like, this is the wrong time to be in that spirit, man.
Well, that's I'm gonna read this for you. That's grieving the Holy Spirit, because we received the Holy Spirit of promise. But when you start to doubt, that's when you grieve the Holy Spirit. This is Ephesians 4 and 30. It says, I start at 29. Let no corrupt, Ephesians 4 and 29, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good unto the use of edifying, doubting and edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of the Most High, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption.
Man.
See, you start to, at doubt, you grieving the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
If I can,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I can add, because that's exactly what Jake did in the wilderness, by not believing the report, from Joshua and Caleb. And they vexed the Lord's Holy Spirit, as it says in Isaiah the 63rd chapter. They vexed his Holy Spirit, so the Lord caused them to be, delivered into the enemies. So as the other y'all was going into, man, keeping that faith in this report that Babylon the Great, is going to fall. There ain't no way in hell, man, the Lord going to wake us up here in these latter days, pour out his Holy Spirit upon us, bring all these calamities upon Esau, expose Esau for who he is, and he's just going to leave us here, man. No, man, that goes against, those two immutable things, as it says in Hebrews the 6th chapter. The oath and his name that he put on it, man.
I got one real quick.
God.
Isaiah 45 and 19, I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I have not said unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. I, Yahweh, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. So he didn't tell us to seek him in vain.
Yep.
You wanted me to read that again in Ephesians?
Well, no, that's a beautiful scripture, because I never even thought about it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, grieving the Holy Spirit is like you getting offended at prophecy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be in the flesh, you can see these things happening, and you have a job or your children, you be like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they just stop negotiations? Or they start negotiation talks, and then all of a sudden, a ceasefire happened.
I need toilet paper, so
You know what I'm
saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, no, man.
Yeah, you grieve the Holy Spirit.
That's demons, like, making you think in your mind, like, things are actually gonna get better. It's all good. It's like you can't, like, no, you gotta want these things to happen, because it's causing the whole. We want the kingdom of heaven, man.
You need this to happen, brother.
We
Lord,
need this to
the Lord
happen.
built the ark for not the flood to come.
Exactly.
Not like you're prophesying, not seeing the missiles, because it's written, it has to come.
Yeah, and provision is written within the promise.
Right, yeah.
That's a part of what we received in the Holy Spirit, is that we're going to eat.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
once you start to doubt, then you're basically grieving the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
It said, what? It's impossible to please him. You gotta have faith. Yeah. You gotta believe it. You gotta believe it.
I got some. Psalms 33 and 4 in the NLT. It says, for the word of the Lord holds true, and we can trust everything he does. You see, like Todd was saying, man, now ain't the time to doubt. You see, all this stuff that the Lord would say was going to be happening in these times that we're in right now is happening, man. So why doubt it if it's showing itself to be true? You see, the word of the Lord is showing itself to be dependable above everything else. All these other philosophies, you see, they don't have the answers on what's going on right now.
Yeah.
You see, they don't. You know what I'm saying, right, man? This book, bro. The Lord's so cold. We can go through the scrolls and look back all the way in the past and all the way into the future, into the kingdom of heaven. You see, we can see how it's gonna be. We can see the destruction of this place. We can look back and see what happened to our forefathers. All this stuff, man. The Lord gave us a true time machine through the scriptures, man.
That's beautiful. That's it. Can I get one for you? Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 21. It says, or I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, let us condemn him with the shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. And this is what the wicked will say. It says, such things did they imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. As for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for the blameless souls.
Yeah, going into the wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's how the wicked thinks about the righteous, because ultimately the wicked thinks that they'll be able to overcome prophecy.
Right.
They think they're going to be able to overcome Yahweh Shema Shai, destroying Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? They think that their new world, their new WO, all right, is going to be able to be fulfilled. They're going to be able to mass micro-seed everybody. You know, they're going to rise up like the phoenix and have everybody in subjection. They really, truly think in their mind that they're going to be able to accomplish that.
They got faith too. They got
That's
money.
it.
They don't doubt.
They ain't playing.
They serious.
They don't repeat like a motherfucker, boy.
They serious about what they're doing.
They got repeat on, they got bait on loop.
Like they consult with demons on the left hand side. They doing all kinds of wicked sacrifices. Like on the left hand, like the wicked is going in on the left hand. You see, but they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to bring an enchantment on Jacob. You see what I'm saying? Now 2/3 of our people, they are enchanted. You see what I'm saying? But the elect, they're not going to be swayed by that. You see, because we see these things happen upon the planet Earth, and we have an understanding as to why it's happening, and we're actually telling Esau what he's going to do before he even does it.
Yeah.
That's power, like that's spiritual power to another level. We over here like, oh yeah, he about to do this. He gonna accuse the brethren. He gonna start using. He gonna use Islam and things of that nature to try to put us under a guise of terrorism. Like we are, but he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Right.
You know.
Isaiah 53:1, I read it in the NLT, it says, "Who has believed our message? To whom has the Lord revealed his powerful arm to?" All right?
Wow.
And we received that message from what? The Most High, from above. All right? But like I say, what are people going to do when they hear it? Because we, as the preacher just mentioned, they're going to be setting us up for what? They're going to try to blame us for certain things. Hey, they're going to blame just Jake in general.
Right.
They already doing it.
Yeah,
Doing
they
it
already
right now.
doing it.
Migrants, cats, all that stuff.
Impatience.
Yeah.
Ducks and cats. Like, come on, bro.
Come on. And then, like you say, you got what? Old DJ Trump saying that they eating the dogs and the cats. Where did he get that from? That's something they told him to say. Why? You can believe it or not, but it's going to circulate. But when we're telling you what's about to happen, they're setting you up. They're going to be setting you up for persecution. Hey, the Lord saying repent. All these things you're not listening to. You go, hey, what did it say? You're going to reject this knowledge, but the Lord is going to reject you.
Yeah.
When these times to come.
Yep. I got something real quick if nobody else does. You got it in my through. This is Esther chapter 3, I'm starting verse 1. It says, after these things that King Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hamatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him.
And like I say, Haman, he was from that lineage of Esau, from the lineage of Agag.
Which was when you go into the Apocrypha, he was actually he was of Amalek too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you let you know who Haman was, and the line that he was from, and the mindset that Haman had is clear as day. The same people today, you know what I'm saying? What they trying to do, right? Verse 2, it says, "And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence."
Hey, so he's still boldly on his feet.
Yeah.
He's still boldly on his feet, and that's what we're doing. What that's gonna do? You're trying to my authority, my power. You're basically is being disrespectful to. But we don't bow down to Molech. We don't bow down to our enemy. We bow down to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We praise him.
Yep.
But when he saw that, that basically how they say ruffled his feathers.
He got
pissed him
pissed.
off. Yeah, pissed him off. So bad when
You gotta bow that.
you get pissed off so bad when you say, I'm not gonna put him to death. I want to put everybody that's related to him to death.
God.
His whole nation.
Yeah.
But see, that was that mind. Okay.
You got it.
I was saying that was that mindset though, going all the way back, because he knew the history. He knew what happened to his family. All right, during the time of saying he knew all these things that had happened. So that was just the dropping point of saying, you know what, I'm going to do what I can to get rid of these people, because I'm in a certain power, a certain point of authority, a certain point in power where I can go ahead and push forward to put all these people to death.
Yeah. Yep. He remembers the throne of David. He remembers what David did.
Yeah.
He remembered all that.
Yeah,
That was just as we had our documents passed down as our people. You better believe the Edomites had their history passed down too. These people did this to y'all. She was like, yeah, well, I'm in power. Yeah, I'm gonna get my lick back.
Well, it said these two prophets tormented them.
Yeah.
They remember that torment.
Yep, they remember all that. And these, Rothschilds and you know what I'm saying, all these powers that be, I put it like that, they understand and know exactly who they are, and they know exactly who we are. And they see us rising up in these last days, standing upon our feet. They know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
They know what's going on. It's just these everyday Joe Blow, Mountain Dew drinking Edomites. They're the ones that, get over it. No, these people up there, they know exactly what's happening right now. So they're like, no, we gotta move quickly. And that's why everything's happening right now so rapidly, because they know what's going on.
Yep. Because Psalms 83 says what? They were going to cut us off of being a nation. All right? The Edomites and all the other nations came together because they know how we are when we're together. But now they're starting to see that we're forming back. We're basically knowing our heritage. All right? We're coming back to our minds that one with Yahweh Shema Shai. And so they're going to do what they can to keep us down. Because they know once we're ruling again, then it's over. This is forever rulership, as it goes back in Isaiah 9. All right, that government, there will be no end. They know that's what's coming. So when you're about to lose power, you ain't finna just lay down. You finna throw everything out. You finna throw the book at everybody.
They doing it. They throwing anything they can. 2 moons. What?
Bro, 2 moons?
2 moons,
Yeah.
That's
said that, like 2
I'm
moons.
like, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Straight up Project Bluebeam.
Who knows what the hell they got going
Yeah.
on?
They Esau know the house of David is being rebuilt, man.
Yeah.
You see, they already know what it was when David was, was in power.
Yep.
Their ass was under his foot, man. You see? And right now it was prophesied for the house of David to be rebuilt as in the days of old. And right now you're seeing that's happening right now with the elect being raised up, man.
Right.
You see? And ultimately it's gonna come into full effect when Yahweh returns, man. You see, because he's gonna sit up on the throne of David, man. You see? And that's why these heathen know that's what they're doing, that's why they got the Space Force, that's why they're pushing this technology. They trying to stop that.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be able to.
they're not gonna be able to, bro. They're not gonna be able to, but the Lord has it in their mind to think that they will. You know what I'm saying? Like the monthly prognosticators, the stargazers, they really truly think that, like Noah Harari, that's a monthly prognosticator, right? In today's time. He literally said out of his own mouth, if God was, so they acknowledge the Most High. They acknowledge that there's a God.
Right.
He's literally said that. If God was to flood the earth, we don't care. We got the technology to overcome that. So they're acknowledging the fact that there's a higher power, but they're also acknowledging in their minds that they're able to overcome that.
That's Nimrod.
That's Nimrod, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Nimrod did the same thing. If God was to flood the earth, I got this tower that's gonna save us. Like they're literally in that, like that technological Tower of Babel.
They serious.
They dead serious about that shit. You see it.
I
Like
know.
it's crazy.
I got a precept. This is Isaiah 41 and 21. Produce your cause, saith Yahweh. Bring forth your strong reasoning, saith the King of Jacob. Now in the NLT it says, present the case for your idols, saith the Lord. Let them show what they can do, says the King of Israel. Let them try to tell us what happened long ago so that we may consider the evidence. Or let them tell us what the future holds so we can know what's going to happen. Yes, tell us what will occur in the days ahead, then we will know ye are gods. In fact, do something, good or bad, do anything. Do something that will amaze and frighten us.
That's the Lord talking shit. He's like, man, look, that's the Lord pretty much talking shit like, hey, let's see what you gonna do. Do something. What you gonna do? He like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody bucking at you, nigga, what you gonna do?
Like Elijah with the prophets.
Yeah, with the prophets.
And those were Jakes.
Yeah.
When you read that story, those were Jakes.
Man.
Do something, do anything.
Yeah, do something. Yeah. Tell us what's going on. And that
Sneeze,
goes to
goddamn, do
this
something.
This is a good precept for these different philosophies. They ain't speaking.
Right,
You know? Even the niggas that want to be positive. Okay, nigga, all of that positivity. Look at the world. You know, you gotta speak it. You know, them overly positive niggas. Like,
Right.
okay, I try it, you know, but then
Then meanwhile they breaking your car.
My God,
scared to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know, so all of these philosophies, Buddha, Allah, they really ain't speaking.
Right.
Where they at? You know?
man, that's it.
I got something to add. This is the book of Isaiah 44. I'm going to start at verse 24, points in verse 25. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb, It says, I am the Lord Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself.
What you read?
It's Isaiah 44 and 24.
It's not in Proverbs 30. Talking about what is his name, what is his son's name. All right, the Lord, like I said, he's created all. All right, he started the beginning.
Come, I'm starting again, verse 24. Thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb.
Yeah, thy Redeemer, though, and he formed thee from the womb. He's only going to redeem Israel, mainly the elect on this side.
And it lets you know that our people, like the elder had said, our people going and running after all these other false gods, these particular idols, these particular philosophies. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, I am your Redeemer, man.
Yep.
Nothing else is going to redeem our people out of this situation, man. You see, like it says, they looking everywhere else, but they're not looking unto the Holy One of Israel, man.
Yep.
You see, and that's the problem with our people. But you're going to have this remnant that's going to look unto the Lord, man. You see?
The Lord said, you only have I known. All right, but you don't want to know the Lord now. You want to jump out to all these graven images that you create yourself and then set it up. Just like when Moses went up to the mountain, 40 days. They said, well, Moses ain't been back. It's been 2 weeks, 14, 15 days. We got to do something. You know, Threading and Aaron, them, they had to just go make a brazen bull, a golden calf.
And the chariot was right there.
And the chariot was right there. They were doing all type of lewdness when he came down. See, that's what when you start worshiping and going with these other idols, all right, you start doing all type of weird and provocative shit going on. All right, because what you don't, like, you lost sight of the Lord, and he's right there. Like I said, the chariot right there, you know what I'm saying? But you can't wait for 40 days.
Okay. It says, thus, verse 24, Isaiah 44 and 24, thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself. And, you know, as we read this, you know, Esau, you know, he takes this as a challenge. You know, like Elder Yashwama said, 2 moons. You know, Esau like, no, I can do that too. Mm-hmm. That goes to show you who the man in sin is. Second Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter.
Yeah.
You know, opposing and exalt himself above all that is called God.
Right.
Yep.
That was
Satan.
Yep.
That's Satan right there.
Mm-hmm.
He literally, Esau is the ops.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga's the ops on the planet Earth. Like, that's Satan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got the superhuman deity,
Yep.
Satan. You know what I'm saying? Which does the building of the Most High, but his job is to deceive, but he has a seat on the planet Earth.
Sure.
Strong arm.
You know, the strong arm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The left hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, Yahweh shot the right hand, he got his left hand too.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, what was that king that got deceived? That
Ahab.
counsel in heaven?
Ahab.
That's exactly what Satan doing to Esau, man.
Yeah.
You deceiving him. To get that nigga to thinking that he can really, you know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, times these modern day
Prognosticator.
yeah, man. You see they been that false prophet in the ear of Esau to really make him believe that he can defeat the Most High, man. That he can defeat Yahweh when he returns, man.
Yep.
Which is a very proud thing, man. You know, that's pride to the ultimate levels of pride. You know what I'm saying? To think that you can beat the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, these devils actually think that, you know, which is that deception that the spiritual demon has on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna find out they in a trick bag, man.
Yep.
Can I bring this real quick to make a point on that since y'all said that? And like I said, it's a very, very proud thing to have that in your mind. Like Scripture saying Psalms, what is it, 17, that their houses should, where is it at?
Psalm 49.
49 and 11, that they think that they believe their houses shall, you know, be forever, dwell forever. You know, all that is pride, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's the man of pride, was what the Lord said. Thy pride hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock. So I'm going to get this real quick because it's going to that same proudness. This is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 7. It says, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. I want to get this word lady real quick, but I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says in Isaiah 47 in verse 7 in the NLT, it says, you said, I will reign forever as a queen of the world. You did not reflect on your actions or think about their consequences. which is exactly what these devils have done. But I wanna get this word real quick in the KJV, that word lady, real quick. And I'm gonna go to the primitive root word, because we go to that primitive root word. It's gabar, and it says, when you drop down to the outline of biblical usage, down to D and the number 2 and D, it says to act proudly towards God or the Most High, man.
Yep.
So that's, hey, that the fact that these devils didn't take into consideration the things that they were doing, you know, what the scripture say in Psalms 50, thou thought that I was one with altogether one with thine own self, man. They actually believed that the Lord was with them. You know what I'm saying? So they thought, you know, hey, we can do these things to them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't dealing with them. You don't care about them. So we can get away with this. Yeah. So they thought, which is, again, that deception on the left hand from the spiritual demon Satan. But I just wanted to make that point. You got something?
He got a little bit more to that, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to that. Yeah, that Isaiah 44,
Yeah.
he got a little more to that.
Judgment not executed speedily.
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. I'll hold it.
Because
Matter of fact, Ecclesiastes 8.
that's what they think. You know, they ain't seen the Lord, like I say, out of shotgun. While they thinking, well, we got a W coming ahead now.
Yep. Can I grab this quick one? Psalm 76 before we go to Isaiah 44 again.
Hell, I'm sorry.
This is Psalm 76 and 10 in the NLT. You can break down now. It says, human defiance only enhances your glory, for you use it as a weapon.
Wow.
God, I'm gonna read it again. Psalm 76 and 10 in the NLT. Human defiance only enhances your glory, for you use it as a weapon. And all throughout Scripture, we get a prelude to that, of what the Lord's about to do to these Edomites, man, because of their human defiance. Look at Pharaoh. Okay, the Lord built Pharaoh up to such a degree and magnitude, because Egypt was a superpower back in the ancient world, just like America. The spiritual Egypt is a superpower and a kingdom over the whole earth, man, over the whole world. Well, the Lord used that human defiance. As a matter of fact, the Lord made him defiant, made Pharaoh defiant, man. You see, because Pharaoh's about to let us go a few times, but the Lord like, nope, I want all the smoke. You see why? Because that enhances his glory. You see,
right?
2 Ezra 13th chapter speaks about, you know, that fathership that's graven without hand, and it's going to cover one end of the earth, one end of the sky to the other end, and all these other nations, these militaries, are going to see it. They're going to be afraid, but the Lord going to put that spirit in them just to fight, man. Why? Because that enhances his glory. You see, because right now the whole world is wandering after the beast. You see, saying, who can make war with the beast? You see, especially after the, what was that, World War I, little man and fat boy, okay, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Ever since then, ever since this devil made fire to come down from the sky, everybody's been venerating this man as he's God. Like, oh shit, man, he's the hammer of the earth, man. Ain't no, see, but the Lord did that. And then on top of that, he gave this man some of the most pristine technology, shit that'll blow your mind. Like, I was watching your video earlier today, bro, Brother Malak. Man, the technology that we have, these iPhones, you know, these Teslas and all these gadgets and shit, man, that's ancient to Esau, man.
Yeah.
The shit that we have in our possession right now, that was shit that he had in the 80s and 70s, man. You know, so things that the military has, that the elites have, it will blow your mind, man. You see, but the Lord gave this man that particular knowledge. Like he said, he's wiser than Daniel. The Lord made him wiser than Daniel. Mm-hmm. You see, just so the Lord can make himself a name. It's all about Yahweh Shemashah's glory at the end of the day.
Yep. I got something for you real quick. You can break it down.
Okay.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 16 and 17 in the GNT. It says, your strength is a source of justice. You can show mercy to everyone because you are the Lord of all. Mm-hmm. You show your strength when people doubt that your power is perfect.
Woo! You show your strength when people doubt that your power is perfect. And we live in a world right now to where people are doubting the power of the Lord.
Right.
Through Esau's enchantments and witchcrafts and lies, we live in a world to where people think that there is no God, man.
Right.
You see? And so this is pretty much the prime time for Yahweh Shemal Shah to come and remind everybody whose world this is, man.
Yeah.
Like it says in Isaiah 45, it says, for surely thou art power that hidest thyself in the earth.
Yep.
For a long time, the Lord, he held back.
Mm-hmm.
He hid himself.
I would go to my place and they acknowledge their offense.
God.
You know what I'm saying? You got it. Okay, I'm read this again. Wisdom of Solomon 12:17. You show your strength when people doubt that your power is perfect, and you punish anyone who knows your power but dares to ignore it.
Right, and that's us Israelites, man.
What is
You
that?
see, we
Wisdom of Solomon 12:17 in the GNT.
see, and we know the Lord's power.
Yep.
You know, and that's why the Lord is going to punish Jake first and foremost, man. Amos the 3rd chapter. Out of all the families of the earth, I've only known you, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Man, the Lord did something for our nation that he didn't do for any other nation. When you read Exodus 19 and Exodus 20, 2nd and 3rd chapter, Yahweh himself, which that's a cut on Bishop Nathaniel from the IUIC, but Yahweh himself came down upon Mount Sinai, Mount Horeb, and show his power. And he was holding back, you know, but he didn't do that for any other nation.
Right.
So we know the Lord's glory. We know the Lord's, power, his wrath, his majesty. Sirach the 36th chapter. That's why we pray. Okay. God, yeah. Sirach the 36th chapter. That's why part of the prayer, Sirach, he says what? Let them know thee as we have known thee.
Yeah.
And see, and all the world's about to know Yahweh Bashem al-Shad. Not intimately like we do, but they're going to know him as al-Shad, man. Right. Terrible demon-like power. As he's not going to meet this place as a man, as it says in Isaiah 47. You got it, bro.
Last verse, verse 18. Even though you have absolute power, you are a merciful judge. You could take action against us whenever you like, but instead you rule us with great patience.
Right. And that was that Psalms 130. If the Lord would have marked iniquities, we'll all be through. You know?
We will be done.
Yeah.
We'll be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's crazy how much patience the Lord has with us, bro. Like, literally, if just imagine if, just to back your point up, just imagine if, like, when the apostles were saying, like, through the spirit of prophet, how about Shema Shai, the prophecy had to come to pass, like, back in 2000. Like, the Lord would come, like, none of us would have been here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? None of us would have known. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the Lord, he's long suffering, bro. He's like extremely long suffering. But the Lord allows these people to get so proud to the point to where it's like, oh, God, man, hell no, there ain't no God. Like the Lord, he's allowing that. Just so that when all hell breaks loose, you're going to acknowledge the fact that there's a power doing this. Because when all hell breaks loose, what they're going to be saying, oh my God,
Yeah.
Jesus, help! Yeah, even though that's not his name, you know what I'm saying? But they're gonna acknowledge that it's a power doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just as the people when the flood came, they acknowledged the fact that it's a power doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to know it's something outside of this realm that's making all this stuff happen right
And
now.
it was the most wicked people that felt them drops first, I guess.
Man, like what the fuck? They looking up in the air like.
Noah probably saw him, but the nigga who felt him, Noah probably was under a shed somewhere.
Yeah,
He
bro.
saw it, but then the nigga was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Niggas.
Like looking up like, man, what's going on? that raindrops keep falling on my head. That song, like the raindrops hitting their head. I'm like, bro, water's coming out the sky. Like, what's going on here?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, water started shooting out the ground. You know what I'm saying? And then it said the Lord opened up the windows of heaven. It wasn't like just the regular rainstorm here. It was on some other shit, bro. Like the Lord caused a new thing on the earth at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Like we getting waterboarded with all that water.
Man,
Waterboard when they put that cloth over you and then put the water on you. Yeah.
there was no escape.
There was no escape from it.
The only way you could escape was that ark. That was it.
I got that.
Man, when it rains so hard that you can't even hear it, all you can hear is water.
Yeah.
You know there wasn't no drip, bro. Man,
It was coming from the ground.
Yeah.
It was coming from the ground too.
Dude.
Water shooting up out the springs of the earth, just shooting up shooting up out the ground. It was a different kind of rain coming from the heavens. It wasn't just no regular rain. It was the Lord opened the windows of heaven. The Shemayim, the waters above. It was a different kind of water that was coming down, bro. Like it was on some extra level. Like there's no escaping this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got quick one. This is Nahum 1 and 3 in the NLT. It said, the Lord is slow to anger, but his power is great. And he never lets the guilty go unpunished. He displays his power in the whirlwind and in the storms. The billowing clouds are the dust beneath his feet. All right, and the Lord, like I said, he's never going to go unpunished. That's why we have to receive that mercy. Because like I said, if we didn't have the mercy through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that blood covenants, we all would be through. And when he said that the displays his power in whirlwind and storms, that just imagine what's going on right now going through like North Carolina and all these places, they said what a lot of these sundown towns was destroyed. You know, that's probably the Lord, he prolonged his anger, but what? He went on and destroyed it. You know, that small and minute thing that the Lord has done to these places, and compared to what he's about to do to Babylon the Great, aka America, and the whole world.
And even if he's using his left hand to do it,
Yeah.
it's still the Lord.
Right, the Lord.
Because apparently there's a lot of minerals and, you know, different things that they can use for technology purposes in that land. And they flooded it out. And what they do, just like they did in Hawaii, they sent that zap down, and then all of a sudden, when you look up, there's corporations, you know, all kind. You know, Esau does that. But even if it's that, it's still the Lord.
Right.
Remember, Esau's his sword, and the sword is sharp. The sword is sharpened, as it says in Ezekiel the 27th chapter, I believe. The sword is sharpened, man. Yeah, you know.
What was that? I formed the light, create I formed the light.
Great darkness.
Great darkness.
Yeah, I said 45.
Peace, great evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. The Lord is the balanced power. He does on the left hand, on the right hand side, and also, like I said, it's the left hand side as well. You know, just like Priest mentioned earlier with King Ahab, the Lord said, "Who's gonna go and put him to death?" And they had a council, and he said, "This is how I want to do it." He said, "Okay, and you shall succeed."
Yep, and prevail.
You prevail. Huh?
Yeah.
And he
You
was
can imagine all the angels. I was like, man, I got this idea, I got that idea, man. Lord, how about if I do this? How about? And then the Lord heard every single idea,
Yeah.
and He chose. You know what? Do that.
Mm-hmm.
And every single idea was still pleasing to the Lord. He was like, I prefer this one.
It's like
You
the
know what I'm
earth.
saying?
I'm gonna have this storm coming through here, and they're gonna think it's about to turn to a tropical storm, and it's gonna stay out in the ocean. Then it's gonna curve, make a curve and come through these lands right here,
Yeah.
and destroy these lands. It makes Esau think he did somewhere. He can go get the minerals here, but yet when he built it here, then they probably said, "This is what we're gonna do to him while they in this land." You know, he just know the Lord. He's
But the Lord is creative,
yeah.
bro. The Lord is creative, bro. Like the Lord is he's the director.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You think a movie director's creative? Man, Yahweh Shema Shai is creative. Like that one woman who was walking down the street. She was walking down the street in New York. This happened last year. She was walking down the street, bro, and then somebody committed suicide, jumped out of a building, and landed on her, and she died.
Hey, just like
And she was pregnant.
oh man, like a woman was walking down, he put somebody got hit with a crane.
Well, remember that 80, 90-year-old nigga was walking, and the car hit him, his head came off?
Yeah.
God did that.
Bro. Like, come on, man. Like, the dude, like, a mobile was walking down the street and a damn random tire just came flying down the hill.
Yeah.
Bow! Like, it's like precision. Strike.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, bro, the Lord could have somebody kill themselves and land.
And her brother, the damn 18-wheeler tire from another 18-wheeler came into the truck and smashed him up. He was gone. Instant death.
See what Esau tried, he tried to be like that with the movie
Damn.
called Final Destination.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? He trying to, yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies, too.
Esau tried to mimic, yeah, he can't.
It says North Carolina town that produces quartz needed for tech products is devastated by the
Wow.
So
I
there's
did not know
minerals in certain parts of the earth, and Esau works his wickedness because he wants control of it.
Yep.
Well,
Damn.
the owner of the company is called Piedmont Lithium. I'm investing in it. Piedmont Lithium got the contract, but a town like that is in the mountains. You can't flood towns in the mountains, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's not in the mountain, but it's high elevated. Esau, that dude wicked, man. The Lord for him to do that, man. It's crazy.
He's
bro.
the sword.
So now that dude got the contract, and it has the most lithium in the world in that area.
In the world.
In the world. And Carolina got the most lithium, and it's the third in producing it.
Because he needs these things for his technology to flow. He
Yes.
needs the Lord.
You want to invest? Piedmont Lithium.
Bro, I was looking up the towns, these towns that got flooded, bro. In North Carolina, through the Spirit, is a major state that the Republicans need to win. And now they don't got no power, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
They
nigga,
can't vote
vote
shit.
in your power.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Where's this at?
In North Carolina.
Damn, the Kamala will bring her out on top of a big ass light bulb. Vote for me, you get light.
I got you guys.
Hell yeah.
With pot of greens and shit.
Yeah,
You said
greens
fried
and light.
legs and fried chicken.
24 foot greens.
I got this scripture for you. Ezekiel 21:8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
And see, who was that sword back then? The Neo-Babylonians, who came up against Jerusalem. And Jake was playing games, didn't want to hearken to Ezekiel, Jeremiah, and the prophets that were there at that time. It was more prophets. But we just have certain writings of what was going on in that time to give us a roundabout. But it was way more. But they didn't want to hearken. Right. And eventually, the Babylonians, I believe, on the third try.
Third try, yep.
Yeah, on the third try, they eventually sacked Jerusalem, man. And at the aftermath, read Lamentations. Where Jeremiah's like, God damn, man, what the fuck, man?
Smoke flying over the
Smoke
place.
flying, and eating people, eating babies.
Damn,
The
bro.
women getting ravished.
Damn.
Same thing getting ready to happen now.
Yep.
And that sword this time is the daughter of Babylon, Esau Edom.
It's listening.
It's glistening. The Lord is sharpened like to a perfection. He's going to come down with great wrath, as it is written in Revelation, the 12th chapter, because he know that he have but a short time. This is a part of it.
God, verse 10, Ezekiel 21:10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree.
You still got Israelites playing games, man. I will say this, man. I don't know if you brothers been noticing this, but I will say this. Through all the stuff that's going on right now, a lot of other camps been very, very quiet. A lot of other camps been very, very quiet about what's happening right now.
Every time prophecy ramp up,
Yeah.
they go out in the corner, they go out in the corner.
They're not saying anything. They just, you know. When that MOTB, man, when that MOTB gets made mandatory, you're going to have a lot of people that's going to get shook up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other camps ain't saying nothing. They've been quiet. Like, break, do the spirit of power, Yahweh Bashim outside, great millstone, beginning with the apostles on down. Bro, we have been like everything that's going on, we doing videos. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else has just been silent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
We that truth. I mean, because eventually you're gonna have to start. People gonna start asking questions. You gotta present those answers.
That's it.
What do
See,
you
you know,
mean?
looking now,
Yeah.
you know, there were years ago when women wouldn't dare come near a Great Millstone video. Now you see they here now. Because shit they see, because that's the nature of a woman. They're going to put themselves in the best position to be covered and to be good as shit changes.
Yeah.
That's why it's easy for a conqueror to take the women of the other nations, because they go do what they got to do.
Yeah.
They ain't going to die for the cause. They going to do what they got to do to be secure.
Be down. Yeah.
That's a woman. That's just how they move.
Yeah.
Men will die. Like, fuck that. You ain't fit to take my nation. They'll die. Women will be like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to submit.
Yeah.
It's my new husband.
Yeah.
Right. Put on the attire that they desire. Fuck it. That's just how women operate. So you start to see women now, nature is taking its course.
Right.
That these prophecies are coming to pass. Now women are more, all right, to see and hear and listen to Great Millstone. They're like, yeah. Okay, I can listen now that they see it.
Right.
And it's nothing but nature. We told you, baby.
But you know.
I got something for you. You said all the other camps are quiet. This is Amos 3:8. The lion have roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh power have spoken, who can but prophesy?
Who can but prophesy? The only ones that can prophesy are the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. That's the only ones that can prophesy. The Lord got to put the spirit upon you to prophesy these things, man. If a lion gonna roar, who gonna be afraid? As it says, that you hear a lion roaring in your backyard, and you outside camping, you're gonna be like, whoa, I need to pack up and get the fuck in the house.
Yeah.
It's like Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has spoken, but who can yet prophesy?
Yeah.
The Lord is saying His word, man. You know, just like whenever Saul, he began to prophesy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, whoa, hold on a second. It was a weird thing. He was like, man, hold up, Saul's amongst the prophets? What's going on now? What's happening? So when the Lord speaks His word, and we're saying these different things, beginning with the apostles and bishops and elders on down, you're like, yo, like this is the This is the mouthpiece of Yahweh Bashim al-Shah saying these things.
Right.
Who can but prophesy? We can't hold our tongue.
Yeah. Until the Lord does it for us.
It's in us to say it.
Young, you put that coal on Jeremiah's tongue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
If I could say
Isaiah,
too,
it's like Isaiah.
if I could say too, lions, they often roar when they see their enemy. You know, when they see a prey, you know, that's when they often roar, and it doesn't see them. They sneak up on them. And how are we doing that in these times? The wicked is being revealed.
Right.
You know, the wicked have been revealed, and we point them out. You know, and it's gonna be confirmed when that great sword come down with wrath, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And the Lord gave our eyes, eyes to see. Just like Ezekiel, he told him to eat this roll. He done gave us this roll. Now we supposed to eat this roll and get this knowledge and don't call and not be watchmen. Don't speak to the ears of his people. The Lord says speak to the ears of his people. It's not coming from us directly. It's coming from, like say, from the Lord. You know, if you see something coming, you're supposed to call out danger. It's mentioned the lion calls when he sees his enemy. We're calling out danger. We're calling out things that's gonna happen, that's gonna be destructive. All right. What this nigga's doing, Esau, what he's doing is madness, and we're trying to call it out. We're letting the people know, because like I say, if we don't do it, the Lord is gonna frown upon us. The blood is gonna be on our hands. You know.
Now we're doing it. Our hands been washed clean.
That's right.
And we're blowing the correct trumpet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're doing it because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the Lord gave us the message.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have the right message to be able to blow the correct sound, but you got other camps that's not blowing that right trumpet sound.
Right.
You know, like, man, bro.
Some of them got a bag to be out of tune. They took a bag to be out of tune.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
No. Speak about the house of David is being built. So the Lord has called his men inside the house. And he's debriefing us on everything. Like you go to a war room, if you so go to his below the ground, whatever, they're in the war room, and they get briefed. The Lord is briefing his men.
Mm-hmm. That intimate conversation, like whereas you got the inside scoop. These people like, John Ritter and all these other individuals, they know like, well, my inside source told me. Well, our inside source is Yahweh Bashim al-Shah.
Right.
They always be like, oh man, my inside source, I got an inside source that tells me this, that the enemy or that this person's gonna do this.
Right.
Well, our inside source is the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that, we're letting you know what's getting ready to happen, and our inside source is telling us to let you know.
Yep.
Either you can believe it or not. And that's the same thing with them. My inside source told me this. Either it's gonna happen or it's not, but we got 100% faith that it will happen.
That's right. And it's being shown, and we happy right now, man.
Yeah.
The stuff that's going on in the world, man, the men of the Lord is happy, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim, beginning with the apostles and the elders and the great men before them, was telling y'all this the whole time, man.
Yep.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's right on your doorstep, now you quiet like a little church cat.
Yep.
You ain't got nothing to say. You know?
Your two hands fucking. You got it.
See what you sow. You reap what you sow. All the people who sow to the flesh, you're gonna reap of the flesh.
That's right. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I got two quick ones, bro. This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7 in the NIV. It says, surely the sovereign Lord does nothing without revealing his plans to his servants, the prophets. See, like the brother was saying, we got the inside scoop. So the Lord, all right, is giving us the truth, man. You see another inside out to proclaim it, man. Then you had mentioned about them camps, like they real quiet right now. All right, cause you're right. Like, I didn't even notice until you said, like, damn, they ain't saying shit about nothing.
Well, that's why they need them gimmicks.
Yeah. Hey,
They out.
Yep. Right. This is Rock 27 and 11 in the GNT. It says, when devout people talk, what they say always makes sense, but foolish people are always contradicting themselves.
Right.
Woo! See? Man, that's it. Wow. That last part where it says, well, foolish people are always contradicting themselves. Now you got people trying to do the runaround.
Yeah.
Trying to change the script and trying to change up what they've been saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I guarantee somebody gonna say to MOTV something else very soon. One of these camps that said that it was this or it was that, it was this, now they're gonna change it up.
Give it a couple of months.
Give it a couple months.
By that time.
This you impact of the future. This you impact of the future. That's happening, bro. Like they full speed ahead when it comes to digitalizing AI governance. Like they're like, this is what we're doing.
Yep, and the Lord had the Spirit on us because the new song requires you to warn about that chip.
Yep.
So now, Israel have seen it. They saw us. They probably got tired of us, but they saw it.
They seen it.
Now they gonna see it come to pass.
Ain't no,
What you gonna do then?
What you heard and see, you can't undo.
Yeah.
You can try to fight it. I don't know.
Right.
You look at it, you kind of peeking. Yep.
Like that song, like it says in Revelation, that part of that new song was telling the people to fear the Lord, fear the Most High. Seeing all this shit, people, you know what I'm saying? They starting to fear Esau. You know what I'm saying? Now, fear the Most High.
Yeah.
See, don't be, you know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about, don't be, what is that? Maccabees, fear not the words of a simple man. You know what I'm saying? But Esau is getting ready to threaten people, man. You see, if you don't accept my way, if you don't accept my mark, if you don't worship me, then you can't participate. Then you have no place in this world, in my world. You know what I'm saying? That's what
All right, real quick. James 4:17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Going into the point what Elder Yashawamba said about the whole MOTB. They've been told.
They've been told.
We've been through the Spirit. It's been out there. We've been saying it. We've been doing. I'm talking about videos to ad nauseum. We literally are just repeating ourselves at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I was listening to myself. I was thinking while I was doing the video yesterday. I was like, I've been saying, I say the same shit.
The same thing. Bro, every time we do I can do a video. We can do a video on brotherhood. MOTB's gonna pop up. It's gonna come out. Like we gonna say, you know what I'm saying? MOTB is this. Like but the Lord has us saying it because this is what's happening.
Yeah.
So if you know to do good and you hearing it, but you don't do it still, you through. So like you're gonna be found lacking in that time because you didn't take the message seriously.
Right.
Like the elder mentioned, it's about gimmicks, it's about views, it's about how much you can sell, how many t-shirts you can sell, debates, how smart you can sound, such and such debates this person. Even though you know damn well this person ain't gonna believe.
Yeah,
you know this person ain't
never
gonna
seen
get
a
it.
debate where so afterwards there's a large influx of people saying, you know what?
It makes sense.
You know what? I'm changing. I just got people talking shit. He killed him. Ooh, yeah, you put the you could have cut, you showed him. That's it.
That's it. Man,
No
bro.
fear of the Lord grows.
Nothing. It's just, damn, man, you killed him. At the end of the day, it's about glorifying yourself.
Yeah.
You're not about glorifying Yahweh Shema Shai. You're about, oh man, I cut this person. Damn, man, you made that little person look stupid when you brought out that verse. It's like, bro, what, like, truly, like, seriously, sincerely speaking, what are you in this thing for?
Right.
Are you in this thing to sound smart? Are you in this thing to get a name for yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, truly, what are you in this thing for?
I got a precept
Okay.
going into what you were saying tonight. This is Proverbs 24:12. Don't excuse yourself by saying, look, we didn't know.
Woo!
There's no proof of your
That's a point, bro.
Proverbs 24:12 in the NLT.
Oh, man.
Don't excuse yourself by saying, look, we didn't know. But God understands all minds, and he sees you. And he who guards your soul knows you knew.
Right.
Okay. I will pay you for all you have done and what you deserve.
Wow.
24:12.
God knows my heart.
Man.
God knows my heart.
He knows you knew.
And he made
And he knows you knew.
He created our spirit, so he knew who was gonna get it, who wasn't.
He put it in your time or whatever. When you
Timeline.
you see it, you may be driving by, you saw it, you heard it. Somehow, some way, the Lord, everybody knows.
Damn.
So
Wow.
now you don't have no cloaks, especially you Israelites, man. All you've done is mock us, called us grapists. You've done everything you can to just totally destroy us.
Right.
Yeah, we get it. It's because we get on you. But now the Lord, when the angels come back, he gonna say, damn, well, what about everybody else that's going on?
Right.
You only mad at them? Because a lot of people think that when the Lord returns, he's gonna be able to be like, well, great millstone did great, you know?
Right.
It ain't gonna work.
Damn.
Yeah. And the time that Daniel talked about, the time like never before, you're gonna need a covering at that time. So all of you mockers and scoffers, man, ooh, we can't wait. And we gonna know, just like we be knowing when niggas lose now.
Yeah.
Niggas who fell out, niggas scoffers, niggas, look at this thing. We gonna know then.
Yeah.
All of it to be known.
We gonna know.
Yeah.
We could be somewhere where there's no electricity. The Lord send us a vision, show us this nigga got judged. look what's happening to this nigga.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the type of power that's coming.
Right.
yeah, yeah. Yep.
I got
Miracles
some.
about to take place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. This is Sirach 20 and 22 in GNT. It says, you can lose all your self-respect by being reluctant to speak up in the presence of stupidity.
Woo! Man. Bro, can you read that again, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This is Sirach 20 and 22. In the GNT, it says, you can lose all your self-respect by being reluctant to speak up in the presence of stupidity.
Bro, these people are stupid, bro. These people that we are around on a daily basis are dumb as shit, bro. They have no idea what the hell is happening. You know what I'm saying? But your whole mindset is gain. Your whole mindset is filling your belly. Your whole mindset is, look at me. You know what I'm saying? You're not kissing the sun.
Right.
It ain't about Yahweh Shema Shai. It's about you. And you reluctant. Like, man, fuck, I'm gonna just say it, man. Priest Daniela. You know what I'm saying over here? Well, women had position of power back then too. Like, bro, chill, bro. Like, stop.
Yeah, what is that gonna help?
Like, bro, like in the front, because Sarnetta's sitting there looking at you with the glasses on, staring at you. You know, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You know?
It's a little more.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm going to jump to verse 30.
But yeah, can you read that again? It's like,
Okay.
No,
Sirach 20 and 22 in the GNT. It says, you can lose all your self-respect by being reluctant to speak up in the presence of stupidity.
see, we can't be quiet from these people. That's why the Lord said you got to speak. You got to call them out. We ain't trying to do it being on the spike, but like I said, we got to present the truth. All right, when when something ain't right, we got to say, no, you going off. Like Apostle Tar, he go in and tell you going off. We ain't trying to. He said that in what was the lesson yesterday? Basically, we have to call these things out. If you're going off, we got to say it. We have to speak the truth.
Yeah.
We can't just we can't be reluctant, like I'm just let it slide, right?
It's like when you was in the classroom setting, and the teacher might go over something and nobody has a question, but then the person that has a question was like they asked like, dang, like I didn't get this, and then everybody else is like, dang, I didn't get it either. But they always tell you, hey, ask that question, because majority of the time other people have that question too. Yeah. And now it's been answered, but niggas is still they still can't get it.
Yeah.
Like it's getting answered. Like we questioning this nigga, why you doing this?
Right.
Like you saying, questioning Christianity, questioning everything everybody believe in.
Yeah.
Why is it this way?
No question is wrong because you're trying to get until no question is wrong because you're trying to get to the truth, to the answer, to the correct answer.
Yeah.
So nothing wrong with like calling out and asking that question. Don't be reluctant, because if you do, then whatever that's wrong is going to continue to transpire.
Yeah.
So you got to put a stop to it by giving what an answer.
Right answer.
A right answer.
It's a quote. It say like, to ask a question, you a fool for a moment, but to keep the question in your mind, you a fool forever.
That makes sense.
We ask that question. Why? Why are we in this position? What's about to happen? What's going on? Like, why are we? What's going on with the world?
Right.
Niggas ain't stopping to ask the question.
Right.
So you ain't gonna get the answer, man. You gonna remain a fool.
Right.
And the scriptures say to be prepared, for us to be prepared to answer every question.
Yeah.
Until somebody know what that is.
Mhm.
You get it, but
So that means go ahead. No.
Study to show thyself approved.
He got it. It comes up. It go back what the brother just read.
All right, it's Jeremiah 26 and 2. It says, thus saith the Lord, stand in the courts of the Lord's house and speak unto all the cities of Judah, which come to worship in the Lord's house, all the words that I command thee to speak unto them.
See, he was going to the leadership. The Lord said, go right where the leaders meet. You know what I'm saying?
It says, diminish not a word.
There you go. So you ain't here to tell you everything, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. We can't hide it. We ain't here to diminish the truth. We here to give you. And the Lord's court talking about the house of King David, man. That's the courts. Because in Psalms 65, it says, "Blessed are those that dwell in the courts of the Lord." If you and I inside these courts, man, you ain't got no covering, man.
Right.
So with that being said, us being brief about that in the course of the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, we here to not diminish anything He telling us, man. So we got to come out and give you what He gave us.
Right.
You know.
The truth is light, is the light, man. You know, and I believe it's one in Luke where it speaks of like, we ain't gonna get that light and hide it up under, up on my bed, you know, covered with a bowl, hide up on the bed. You know, we gonna set it up on the stand, you know, so that light can be, go out through the house, you know. We're gonna proclaim it, man. You know what I'm saying?
That scripture tell you in Isaiah 58 and 1, cry aloud, spare not. See, so we don't supposed to diminish from what the message that the Lord is want us to preach, man. You see, letting our people know where they going on, let them know the truth, and not catering to their feelings, man.
Yeah.
You see, Taz had mentioned something about the trumpet, the certain sound that these other camps are playing right now is not the correct sound because their instruments are tuned to the frequency of the world, man. Yeah. See, their doctrine is catered to the world instead of the true message of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why I say in Jeremiah 28 when it talks about the prophets, their message has always been against these particular kingdoms, man. You see, you don't see these Israelite camps really talking against this kingdom, man. They ain't saying shit right now. They should be really. Great Millstone is the only one who's prophesying. Bro, I ain't seen no other camp say anything about the pact for the future. None of these things,
Nothing,
man.
They ain't talking about nothing. They talking about getting married.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
When the reality of marriage and captivity is you hell.
Man,
Right, yeah.
As good as it sounds, marriage and captivity is really hell.
It's a ball and chain.
Yeah.
It's a snare. You forcing men to go get legally married according to Esau's
Standard.
that ain't scriptural, man. But what it does is it puts it's you got to tell people the reality of what's happening here. Yeah, you got a wife situation, you do what you can, but it ain't go. This ain't this peaches and cream story. America wasn't that for us.
Right.
You know, the reality of it is the Lord is pissed off. He getting ready to destroy this whole setup. You ain't gonna get beamed up with no marriage certificate, man. You're on a chariot. Okay, oh, you my wife. What's your number? What's the number? Okay, come here. No.
It's going back to a patriarchy, man. Ain't no matriarchy, man. Doing what Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Straight up patriarchy.
Right. That's right.
Kind of. This is Sirach 20 and 29 in the GNT. Jumping down, it says, "Gifts and bribes make even the wise blind to the truth, and prevent them from being honest in their criticism."
What's that? It's Sirach?
Mm-hmm. Sirach, yep, Sirach 20 and 29. I'm gonna read it again.
That's it. Yep.
It says, "Gifts and bribes make even the wise blind to the truth, and prevent them from being honest in their criticism." You know, like most of these camps, man, they took that bad. You know, they're blind, and they aren't understanding in our critique, our critique of their doctrine, our questioning them of what they, what they're teaching. You know, they can't see the critiques in it. It says, verse 30, "Wisdom that is not expressed is like a treasure that has been hidden. Both are useless." You know, they ain't giving, they're not feeding you, when things convenient. They talking about all kind of folly, marriage, and all this BS, man. How to please your Israelite wife. Man, get ready for the days of calamity, the days of trouble, man. They're here.
That's right.
Spread this wisdom, like you said, you can't hide the treasure. Don't bury it, spread the wealth. All right, with this wisdom, let them know.
Yep.
No problem.
For you. You can break it down. This is Jeremiah 45 and 5. Are you seeking great things for yourself? Don't do it.
Man.
I will bring great disaster upon all these people.
Hey, what the Lord say, because the things here where Esau built, you trying to join in with Esau and build things up. Malachi 1 says, they should build it, I'm going to throw down. Wherever you trying to be great here, the same thing's going to happen. It's going to be brought low. It's going to be brought down to the ground. You're trying to build schools. You're trying to, like I said, get married, even unto marriage, by the power invested in me into the state of Texas. You joining in with Esau.
You putting men into captivity to that shit.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
Yeah, bro.
Why would you want to do that? You get a woman, you deal with her according to wisdom, but man, we see how the marriage, you can write up a covenant between you and your woman outside of being married and Esau. There's so many ways.
Yeah.
But you pushing to go to Esau shit, and that's what deems you married by the Most High. That's wicked, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bro, right now you can have a woman, bro. Y'all can go. There's certain agreements y'all can write up. Bro, that's what we did in ancient Israel. You write up the agreement. If this happens, boom, boom. This what she get. This boom, boom, boom. If y'all divorce, if you die, this what all that's written up. But goddamn, it was never according to going to your captivity.
Right.
Right. Can I get a precept?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 6:1. It says, "Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust and not before the saints?"
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, you can go. No, break it down.
You know, that's talking about a lawsuit. If you have like, you know, if two brothers got, you know, a dispute or whatever, you go into Esau and suing them and shit like that. But even, you know, like with the marriage thing, because it's all Esau's paperwork at the end of the day.
Right.
A woman can you know, what's the prenup thing? She can take half your shit, because that's what happens. Most divorces, over half of the marriages end up in divorce amongst the quote unquote black community. Right? So you setting yourself up for disaster. You know, and that's going before the unjust. You can go do it before the Most High.
Right.
You know, and do it before the believers.
Just like a person that write up a will for himself, you know, write up a will, like if something happened to me, this go to this child, this go to my wife, this goes here and there. You can write up a will and write up an agreement with you and your woman, you know. But like you said, but then you have people, no, I got to go to Esau. We got to
See, the mediator in that situation will be the Lord.
Yes.
It will be based upon his standards. You don't get, according to the law, a woman don't get, all right, a half of all of everything you work for.
Right.
Now, a father could negotiate for his daughter to get something.
Right.
All right. I know sometimes brothers read that precept where a woman doesn't get anything. That was in a particular situation. If she was sold, you know, that's certain situations. But for the most part, as a father, you're going to negotiate for your daughter to get something if this happens. You ain't just have your daughter just left out there. But again, it was all rooted in the Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. It wasn't never rooted, okay, we're going to go to get out of the Canaanites.
Right.
Go before some fucking sweaty priest who's a sodomite telling you about the power, and then you get a marriage certificate. A license. License means permission.
That's the hypocrisy of Jake, though. They'll say we was kings, you know, but then they can't judge the smallest matters. The scriptures talk about us being judging angels, man.
Right.
You know, showing you what are we preparing for? Like you can't judge little things like that. Like, you know, the judgment is off, and ultimately you're gonna get judged because you can't judge.
That shows you how much they care of what Esau thinks and
Yeah.
his word. Like I said in Sirach, they extol the rich man speaking. They extol his word to the clouds. Yo, we want to get married. We want to get married. Well, fuck Esau way, man.
Yeah.
That ain't the way. You see, nothing about this Western marriage is how it was set up in the scriptures, man. You see. It ain't because this whole marriage in the Western society, you bound to the woman. Ain't you gotta fit her shit. No, she gotta fit herself to you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is the ass backwards.
It's everything. He turned everything upside down.
Yeah.
And IUIC promotes that image because it gives money, it gives them support. It's silly women laden with iniquity.
Man.
Yep.
You about to say something?
Yeah, brother, I thought when we read this in the same verse in the NLT, this is 1 Corinthians 6:1 in the NLT. It says, "When one of you has a dispute with another believer, how dare you file a lawsuit and ask a secular court to decide the matter instead of taking it to other believers?" Wow. See, so you know, I don't know if you want to.
Now you got it.
But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as the KJV, man. Like, you know, you don't want to bring Esau into your business, but of course IUIC gonna push that because they're 501c, like they started with Esau in their business.
Yeah.
You know, they're tax exempt. You know what I mean? And they make their members change their last name legally. So they're all about Esau's, you know, paperwork.
To Ben Israel, but you mock the Hebrew, but they got to change their last name to Ben Israel to get rid of that nigga cool name.
That's just so backwards, bro. That's just so backwards, man.
The Lord said, "I dare you."
Yeah, how
Dare you to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Wow.
Because marriage is before the Most High.
Right.
It's before the Most High and the husband. Like that's why whenever you get married, they say what? By the power invested in me by the state of yada yada yada, I now pronounce you.
Right.
Like
The
what?
state of Las Vegas. What are the morals of the state of Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
It's literally called Sin City.
Exactly.
Then they forcing this shit, man. Y'all, hey, man.
Bro, that shit bugged out, man.
Man,
You know, that's why the apostles, they've been pushing.
They've been pushing, and they get on
Don't
Bishop
do that
Nate.
shit. Yeah.
Bishop Nate he's been here before me. It's hard for me to see him being a man of the Lord. If he is, the Lord's gonna have to take everything from that man to humble him, because he's going too goddamn far. But I know that the Apostle Tahar say he believes he's a man of the Lord. But man, I'm just speaking as a man. And I'm not trying to overstep my boundaries, but
Absolutely.
it's hard. It's like something drastic will have to happen to him. He's going all the way left.
He about to lose everything, bro. Like,
He's gonna have to lose everything and acknowledge God, the Lord did this because of what I was doing.
Like Manasseh.
Yeah.
Like Manasseh, like he was in prison. He was shackled on his neck, his feet. He was like, Lord, this is you. You know what I'm saying? Like Salakia. Like Manasseh had to acknowledge the fact that the Lord put him in that position, bro. And Manasseh was going off. He was going completely off, man.
Hezekiah too. Remember, Isaiah came to Hezekiah and told him, "Hey, like Hezekiah was sick on the death. He was on his deathbed.
He was about to give him time right in the middle. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wasn't really going off like that though. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest, like according to the scriptures, he wasn't like going off like that. But like,
Not the example of it.
he was just more so like, he was asking. Well, he vented to the Lord, like, Lord, like I've been serving you, like why you put me to death like this? And that's when the Lord was like, I'm gonna give you a son.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because Hezekiah, like that was, I see what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? But like he didn't really like go off like
He just
Manasseh
was being simple.
He was being simple.
Hezekiah was being simple. He got
Babylonians, just
showing him it.
He's
What I
gonna
do.
go with like
The MTV crib joint. You know what I'm saying?
MTV.
That was right. Yeah.
That was the first MTV.
That was the first MTV.
Mars Friday. I don't know. It wasn't on Mars Friday. I got chairs.
And the Lord was like, bro, what are you doing? He was like,
Isaiah, basically what Isaiah told him, because he went off, Isaiah told him, basically your sons that are going to issue forth from you are going to be eunuchs in Babylon, and Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fulfilled that prophecy. The sons of Judah were basically slaves for the Neo-Babylonian Empire, and they were basically set apart. Because if you take down a nation, you ain't going to just, certain people you're going to keep. So they kept the king's seed so they could learn about the language, the land, certain things. So Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego would basically fulfill that prophecy that was told to Hezekiah for that. So Daniel was in Yahushua, they was in the king's lineage. The king, they were of that kingly seed.
Lord showed Zedekiah got the eyes put out, said, you're gonna see your son's death, and all this, and before that, that's the last thing you're gonna see.
the last thing he saw was his son get put to death and his eyes got plucked out. Damn.
Oh, that's
I have some. This is Micah 3:1 in the NLT. It says, I said, listen, you leaders of Israel, you are supposed to know right from wrong, but you are the very ones who hate good and love evil. You skin my people alive and tear the flesh from their bones. Yes, you eat my people's flesh, strip off their skin, and break their bones. You chop them up like meat for the cooking pot. And that's what a lot of these camps do. These hirelings, they're willing to eat off of our people. Whether it be for entertainment, folly, and money. They love that. But it says
they need us in that position in order to flourish. They can't flourish when we're condemning their gods and their actions, and because sin is really the biggest business in the world. It's really sin if you think about it. Sin is the biggest business going. So then we standing up condemning it. They're like, oh shit, you fucking up the money. Niggas stop celebrating Christmas, Halloween, things. That ruins their money. Sin gets them where they need to be.
Verse 4 says, then you beg the Lord for help in the time of trouble. Do you really expect him to answer? After all the evil you have done, he won't even look at you.
Wow.
And that's something that these dudes gonna have to live with going into these times, of what they did with this grace period. They're gonna be seeking the Lord, but is he gonna hear you when you cry? Like the parable that the Lord said, many shall say, Lord, in that day we have prophesied on your streets, showing you that they was out on the highways and byways. They was out on the streets. We on the highways and byways, Israel. We out in the subway. Yeah, but he ain't hearing your ass, man.
Genesis.
Yeah.
And what like that was Michael, right?
Kinda.
Yeah, because it said about for your skin, Jake come in knowing he's an Israelite, that he walk away from it. Your skin is your identity. This is your natural, you know what I'm saying? Not like your skin. Just,
Yeah, it's your first
Your
line of
first line of
protection.
defense.
Yeah.
Your skin is your first line of defense. Yeah. Yep. Damn.
Hey, so, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect of Israel. We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakin, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.